Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am Aaron Karinga Conway. How are you guys doing tonight? To my right is Carly.
Hello.
You get to see her for once.
Yeah.
Hey,
See what
Carly.
we're always smammered over?
Yeah.
These puppies right here.
Yeah. We were trying to get this to be a topless podcast, but the fucking
It turned into a Seth eating podcast with.
out of a giant bowl. It's like goulash or
It
something.
wouldn't fit in a normal sized bowl. I'm sorry I'm eating during this,
Yeah.
everybody, because I just trained and I need to
Yeah.
get protein as soon as possible.
To Carly's right, with his mouth full of shit, is Seth, the Silverback Petruzelli.
Yep.
Nom, nom, nom. And to his right is Seth Sacco.
Hey guys.
Equally as disgusting with her shirt off.
Yeah.
Topless.
Don't act like you don't like this bitch.
I do like it. I do like it.
Yeah. You once told me that if you were gay, you would go for a guy just like me.
When was this?
Maybe you were trying to like.
How much drugs was I on?
No,
in the
you were
world?
like. Cause I remember you were telling your ex-wife once. You were like, because I was laying in
Was
my
this
pose.
when me and you were smoking every day?
Probably. Yeah. No, remember I had like.
Sacco, listen. Oh man, if I was gay, I really would go for a guy that looked just like
Yeah,
you.
because remember I had my long hair and I was laying in my Roman like that pose I do.
Oh, maybe I would go for a guy that
Holy
laid in that.
Christ,
laid
what
in
are you
that
guys
pose.
fucking doing?
Smoking lots of weed. That's what we were doing.
Jesus.
We were on a good weed binge for a good
Yeah,
3 months or
we
so.
were buying a lot of weed at once and then eating it and smoking it.
Yeah, but no more.
Yeah,
Gross.
that's over with.
Drugs are bad, okay.
Okay.
So I still can't get over. I know we're gonna go off topic here of what's on our board.
Yeah.
But what you said about Seth MacFarlane,
That blew your mind.
I don't know if people know this, but I mean, obviously people don't know it because I didn't know it. I'm a big fan of Game of Thrones, and obviously Khaleesi. Seth MacFarlane had sex with her.
Yeah,
When she was a teenager.
for years,
for
like,
years.
for
Like they were
years.
boyfriend girlfriend. The
Yeah.
whole thing. First of all, he's not that. He's kind of old, and for
Yeah,
a
he's-
teenager, how much difference? In
He's
age is it?
he's in his mid-40s right now.
Yeah, he's gangster, dude.
Oh man, so
got
he was
that
banging her
voice.
probably in her 30s,
How old is
Huh?
Khaleesi?
Yeah.
like in real life. how
She's
old is
24.
He's 24.
Shit.
Khaleesi? Oh, you know what I'm gonna close.
Yeah.
You can leave it open.
She finally got naked on this episode.
You don't have to
Yeah.
close it, dude.
It's about time. Do you think she has a butt standing?
No, dude, that ass is crazy. It's awesome.
Big.
I have to believe it's her.
I hope, but they didn't
it's
show
her.
her. They only show the butt. They don't show her.
They show her tits.
No, they show everything.
I know they show
Yeah.
her tits, but
Except
they don't
for
show
the-
her head and her butt all in the same
They
shot.
did last season though.
Um,
But I can't imagine why they would, like, if she's showing her tits, why wouldn't she show her ass too?
That's very true.
Because
maybe she has zits on it.
maybe
That happens to some butts.
that's true.
Photoshop, bud. She's good.
Yeah,
I have some
yeah, but
photos.
she's got that Game of Thrones Photoshop working for her.
Yeah,
so.
that's. Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. Either way, the season's still been really good.
I cannot imagine banging a 19-year-old Khaleesi. Like,
yeah.
what?
I don't know how old she is now. Like she looks like she's 19.
24. She's 24.
Oh, you said
yeah.
24.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good age. That's about 23, 22 would be the youngest. I think
Yeah.
I'd
Really?
date right now.
I'd go right back to 19. 19's a good year.
They have to be.
19.
They have to be able to drink. I mean, they could drink at any age, but
What-
they
what
have to
it-
legally be
wait.
able to drink.
Hang on a second. Why do you need that caveat? Like, why is that important?
Because when you go out with somebody, sit down with a nice glass of red wine.
Is this
Bullshit.
one of
Talk
those,
with
like-
your mouth open.
Is this one of
Bullshit.
those things where
Full
like
food.
you describe Spartacus like guys off the corner making love? No, you just like this is a magical scenario in which you just poof into the same room. She's 19, you're whatever age you are.
I'm not saying I wouldn't have sex. I'm saying for a long-lasting relationship, me at 30,
What a faggot.
30 years old.
We're not talking about a relationship. We're
That's
just
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm banging, of course.
Yeah.
I mean, in Europe,
Yeah.
you can bang a 16-year-old, 14-year-old even.
It makes me wonder why
Wow.
people ever left Europe for America because you can't even look at a 16-year-old.
Because they were Puritans. They were too pure for that shit.
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah.
Bunch of fucking
Apparently.
fuddy-duddies
Yeah.
or whatever you want to call them.
Fuddy-duddy.
So what did everybody do this weekend? Aaron, you can talk about the weekend we had. I have 3 more bites.
Don't spoil Star Trek yet. 'Cause I want to see
Okay,
it.
I won't spoil Star Trek. I'll
Please
say
don't.
it's really fucking awesome. And me, Seth, and Pat saw it. We saw it in 3D.
Well, no, we went there to see it in non-3D because you go, I got a lazy eye or something.
Yeah, exactly. And no, it's true. I
fuck
can't
you
really
up
see
real bad?
3D very well. Or it
I
bothers.
can't see 3D. What kind of idiot?
Like,
No, I can
what
see
kind
3D.
of person can't see 3D?
It bothers me really
Can you
bad.
imagine if he sees everything like Mario World? Like, it's just like
Everything's
That would be
2D.
really cool,
Even in
actually.
real life, everything's 2D.
Only if
Yeah.
I knew the difference of it. No, I can't,
Yeah.
it hurts my face. Like,
But let me ask you
I
this.
can't really focus on it.
Is it the depth or is it the ones that come at you?
It's really depth. I can't.
I
Really
don't like
distinguish.
I'll tell you this.
It's
I don't
weird.
like the
Got it.
glasses.
They didn't bother me too much. But it turns out it was really good. I could see stuff. It just hurt my face. fucking terribly.
After the end of it, you're like, you know what? I never liked 3D till that movie. I really like 3D.
I
I
do,
think
no.
you just haven't seen 3D.
I haven't
I
seen
think
a
the
really
last
good
3D
3D.
you saw was Captain Eno.
No, it was the
Oh.
Terminator and Universal. Terminator 3D.
No, God, that movie sucked balls.
But anyways, no, that was awesome. And then a bunch of us went down to Daytona. We had Roman fighting,
Yeah.
Rob Ferry,
3 guys from the gym fought.
3 guys.
Yeah.
from Jim
How'd they
Font.
do? I never saw the result.
It was kind of Roman. They think they switched the cards. Mike's challenging that one. He lost a decision, but a lot of things happened.
Split decision.
Split decision. He came out to the wrong music. The other guy came out to the Russian music. They mixed up the corners. So
They had to have switched the card.
because
right?
if you've seen the fight, it's out of control in Roman's favor. Like
Yeah.
2-1 for sure.
Yeah.
Ferry.
Like he 100% won 2 rounds. He might
Yeah.
have lost the last round, maybe.
Yeah.
But they gave it to the other guy.
Really?
Yeah, and everyone was just like, they didn't even clap. Everyone was like, what? They knew, everyone knew they made a mistake. Even the guy that Roman fought came out to us afterwards and was like, yeah, I don't know what fight they were watching. I'm sorry.
Wow.
So that sucked. And Rob Ferry, trying to defend a guillotine, had his like shoulder pop out. Which,
Oh, yeah.
and it was terrible
His
looking.
shoulder was like here afterwards.
It was so gross.
nasty, dude.
The only cool thing about it is when he was outside of the cage, like he was going back and forth with the paramedics and like paramedic talk. I'm gonna need one of these things, stat, A, B, and C. You need to pull it from this pouch and your whatever pouch. Like, I can't find it, man. It's like, are you new? Find me another paramedic that's been doing this shit for more than 6 months. Like this really was really funny.
Well, let's not forget that you're in Daytona Beach, so the fact that there's any medical, like anything of any kind.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot. Is there a way to? I mean, obviously there's a way. I recorded a fight in Daytona Beach on my phone.
Oh, was it the
What
bum
if
fight?
Yeah, the bum fight.
Oh man, that
I
thing.
think he was a bum. He had a backpack and he had some normal looking clothes
Well,
on.
he was at Daytona.
It's
person.
Daytona method.
What happened to Daytona that it just got so disgusting?
I don't know. I remember
Gross.
in 1999 when I was at spring break, it was still okay. It was just like teenagers and college kids.
Yeah.
I went back the year after, and it was like
It turned into Cancun, Mexico.
That place is
Exactly,
gross.
yeah.
That place is straight up gross. There
It
was
really
not
is.
me and Seth were on the beach and like we were walking up and down. Like this fucking place is gross. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
the people, the beach itself. Like it was just terrible. Mike, you really dropped the ball at Daytona.
yeah.
I mean, how can you have such a nice oceanfront and hotels and just have it so scummy? I mean, I don't get it.
Well, I remember before the bubble burst, the real estate bubble, they were trying to make it upscale, but I know like the city itself invested a lot of money to
lost that shit.
and lost the money, so I think they gave up.
Yeah.
It's fucking terrible.
Because they condemned a bunch of hotels that I remember from spring break. There were like the Budget Cabana and the Desert Inn.
The Budget Cabana.
Yeah.
They have the Ali Hakmabar Hotel now. I
Yeah.
saw it when I walked by there. I was like, holy shit, what is that thing? Really? I think it was actually just called like the
There's, like-
Mohammed Inn. or
And
something
those
like that.
places were all famous during like the 60s and 70s for spring break.
Yeah, and they have a
the
chain.
Desert Inn was a big deal.
because they haven't cleaned them since then.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the problem. Gross.
So that happened. I mean, we all went afterwards. Nothing. We saw this awesome, what we think was a bum fight while we're all making retarded shirts in this retarded shirt, one of those retarded Daytona, like 3 shirts are $20. Make your
Yeah.
So
yeah. So can we tell them what you made?
yeah, go ahead.
So Aaron thought it would be a great idea to pick out a tank top and get pressed on it Coke Boys in white.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I
Well,
got some other guy from Atlanta, it's Chance or whatever, who came with one of the guys that fought to wear it too.
Oh, yeah, this guy, that guy.
He was
Fuck.
out of control. Like
Yeah, that guy was out of control. He got in a fight the night before, apparently.
Really?
Yeah,
Like,
him and another guy.
Him and another guy, they headbutted some dude, and they got jumped outside. And then when the bum fight was going on, he was dropping like the N-word the whole time.
Yeah.
Like right out in the open. I was
Wow.
like, dude, shut up. I'm like, stop saying that shit, you dummy.
Yep.
Oh, it was bad.
One guy got smashed. I mean, he was like, his head kicked in on the curb, and then like the cops came, like the guy smashed him, just like fell over.
Yeah.
He was like, "Oh God, I'm hurt." And, like so, he wouldn't go to jail, and so
So they took him away in an ambulance.
took him in an ambulance. So he may or may not went to jail, and
He was all
Pretty
about
much.
4'5" as well. He was the shortest man I've ever seen in my life.
they were definitely from Daytona.
Yeah.
Put it that way.
They look like they were bred there.
Yeah.
For sure.
It's like they crawled out of the toilet because someone came in the toilet and there was like
Oh, God.
period blood in there from the 80s.
Oh.
Jesus.
I wonder if that could
Christ.
happen. Like a test tube toilet,
Only,
baby.
yeah, only in Daytona.
Test tube toilet, baby.
Yeah.
A guy jerked off in the
As soon
toilet.
as he crawls out, some other test tube bum comes and fucking smashes
I
him.
think that's called, I think those are called ghoulies.
Yeah, the ghoulies.
It's like
Ghoulies.
cruddies.
Yeah.
That was a great 80s flick. That was on the other night, too.
Did you watch it?
No, I skimmed it because I watched it like a couple years ago. It was on again, and I watched it, and I was like, I got my fix for
There's definitely no
the
reason to
next
watch
10
that.
years.
Yeah, watch it more than once in every fucking decade.
Yeah, every decade. Once a decade is plenty. For
Oh, the Ghoulies. Yeah, okay.
the Ghoulies, Garbage Pail Kids,
Oh, yeah.
the Critters,
What's that fucking stupid clown
Remember-
movie from space?
Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Dude, I remember you
That movie's
tried to
nuts.
like make me watch that, and I fell asleep. And you're like, "Hey, wake up! You're not even watching." I'm like, "This is fucking. What is this?
It's stupid
It's so
as shit.
stupid."
But it's great.
I
Is
know
it
that
bad
feeling.
that I don't know any of these movies?
Yeah, no, it's not bad. It's hot.
Because you were
because
born
of-
in the 2000s. We don't expect you to remember anything.
You're a millennium child.
Yeah.
You should know.
Um,
You should go back and on in Netflix or watch them somehow.
Yeah, do it. Wish your life like
The
one day.
Black and
only
white
thing
movies?
that of any event that happened to me this weekend was I saw these zombie like people stumbling towards Sin. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And then I smelt a little bit of the pepper spray again, and I just ran back into the club.
No,
Apparently, boss,
you got conditioned to the
yeah,
peppers.
no, I just like the second I smelt it, I'm like, I'm getting out of here.
Oh.
Apparently, the club next door to us is so ghetto now that the cops are just coming in there and spraying people at the end of the night. Yeah, like fucking raid. They're just in there like
Just call it Place Peppers.
What's the club next to you?
boss.
Yeah, there you go.
It's fucking ghetto
The one with
as
the
shit.
white. It's white out front.
Yeah,
That used to be like the old club back in the day.
yeah.
That club used to
Now,
be real bad.
let me ask you this: how many altercations do you guys get in one night?
balls.
Who, me?
Well, you guys, you do it too, right?
What?
You do?
No,
you
not
don't-
anymore.
Not anymore.
I'm hired full time, baby.
Altercations. I'd yell at people a lot, but I haven't really had to toss anybody. I pushed a bum into a street, but that's.
I thought you tossed somebody last week.
Oh yeah, that's right. I did. I choke slammed a guy, but that's not a big deal.
Got it.
Oh, no big deal.
Oh, but the DJ knocked him out afterwards,
Okay.
which was weird because I didn't even know that he was.
That's weird.
involved.
DJs
See,
don't
when
do
I-
shit like that. They
When
don't
I
involve-
bounced in Tampa, I probably every time on the weekend I'd gotten an altercation every weekend.
Well,
but
like-
Ybor City in Tampa is way
It's-
worse.
it's
than
That's
gross,
crazy.
too,
That's
yeah.
crazy over there.
But it was 99, so it wasn't as
Yeah.
bad as it is now. But it was still bad. I had a guy threatening
Yeah.
to come outside and he's going to knife me and shit like
Yeah.
that. But
I got more
Which-
altercations.
Which, by
than
the way,
gays
I've
wanted
been
here.
wanted to, like those armor suits or whatever in the gym upstairs. Like they're
Whoa.
like riot suits or whatever.
oh yeah. The red man suits.
Yeah,
they're called.
I need to borrow one of those vests for hip hop night on Sunday,
Oh,
that would be cool.
gross. You gotta
so I
wear
don't get
hip-hop.
stabbed. I want to wear it on Wednesday because I think we're doing a rap show on Wednesday.
You should just go in blackface with a big gold chain.
with
You
the,
think
with
that would be
the
racist?
red lips.
Yeah.
and the-
Ugh.
and the- yeah,
Not that bad, but I wonder if they get mad at that.
probably.
Yeah.
They're gonna be mad anyways because if there's one thing that minorities don't like, it's watching a white person choke another minority. They really don't like
They're
that
gonna
shit.
gang up, and you seriously should have like somebody walk you to your car at the end of the
Well,
night.
I'm gonna wait.
like,
yeah.
like a bartender girl or something like
Yeah,
that.
exactly. like a blonde girl, so I can just push her down
Yeah,
and then
push-
run away.
She's slower. Get here.
yeah, exactly.
I just stopped
Run
5
away.
black guys from beating up a white guy. Toss him a white girl.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna steal one of those vests to wear to work, so I don't get stabbed.
All right, that'd be fucking awesome, and the helmet too. You
Yeah,
should
the
wear
hel-
the,
like-
you should wear the big face mask.
Well, just
Juggernaut.
like wear the whole thing.
The Juggernaut helmet. The
Yeah.
whole Juggernaut outfit. Fuck.
Yeah,
Wonder if they'd find that disrespectful or not.
probably.
Sackle the Juggernaut.
I am gonna like if anyone asks me, I'm like, well, last time I worked at hip hop night, someone tried to shoot me with an Uzi. So yeah,
Gross.
yeah.
Uzis are so 89.
Seriously, or is that just
No, that's serious.
exaggerated?
Like the cops had to like cordoned off like every block around Firestone so we could leave because a dude came back and tried to shoot us. So
Holy shit.
yeah, it sucks. And that's not I'm not going to condemn every black person, but
Well,
people who show up to hip hop nights are pretty gross, and they will try to shoot you.
It's just like everything, man. There's
Yeah.
shitheads in every race.
Well, the thing, you know what's funny about Latin night is Latin night can be pretty bad, but if you break up Latin night into like say Colombian night and Puerto Rican night, no problem whatsoever.
Really?
Yeah, we had Colombian
Oh,
night
so
Saturday.
the Puerto Ricans try to fight the Colombians?
No, it's just like when you say Latin night, it means it's a really particular crowd, like younger and more like thuggish. But like we had a Colombian night Saturday, and it's just like grown-up Colombian people.
Yeah,
who
because
don't,
you-
No
Usually-
shit, I didn't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, because when they say Colombian night,
Oh,
it's
let's
more
have the resident Spick tell us about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because usually Colombian night is international music, so they don't. When it's Latin night, it's more like reggaeton,
Reggaeton, yeah.
and all that bullshit.
yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Exactly.
The
So
fucking porn.
usually just the thugs come out with that
Yeah.
with that shit.
Yeah.
gross.
International night is way better. Like a terrorist 390 and shit. They
Yeah.
do that. That's nice.
Yeah.
They should have just some random weird night. Like, West African night.
Yeah.
Or like North Pole night.
Well, there was this Ukrainian
Poles night.
This guy
Poles night from the
yeah.
North and South Pole.
Like nothing but penguins show up.
Fucking
and I tried to like put a wristband on their little fin and it just slides off.
That would be fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Fucking great.
Like $5 cover charge, bitch. You're not coming in without the $5.
I hate animals, but I like penguins.
Yeah, penguins are fucking awesome.
Yeah, they're cool.
The best part of our trip to Mexico was watching those stupid penguins belly flop and then slide into the hole in the ice into the water.
Penguins are cool,
Yeah,
cool little
penguins are cool.
creatures.
Yeah.
So, well, moving along, I was actually talking to Dominique, my fiance, before this about her getting massages and whatnot
Yeah.
and stuff, and it brought up an interesting point. She got massaged by a male, and this has come up before too.
Yeah.
Like we went one time, and to get a massage, she didn't know this, but it was a guy and a girl that was going to give us a massage. She was going to let me get the guy, and she was going to take the girl. And she ended up knowing the guy that was going to massage me, and it was one of her girlfriend's boyfriend.
That's not a good like.
No.
Yeah.
And anyway, before I even knew that, I was like, no, I'm sorry, I don't want a guy. I don't want a guy massaging me. No.
Yeah.
And she thought I'd like a guy because he'd be more rough and like
Right.
he can dig in better.
fuck that,
but the
dude.
girls that do massages are usually good at that when I tell them to do it because it's their damn job, and
Yeah.
they usually get in there pretty good. So my question to you guys, and even on the opposite end to Carly is, would you be comfortable with male, female, and why or why not, and that sort of thing? For me, I don't want a male doing it. My brother-in-law
Yeah.
does it, and he's the one I feel comfortable doing it with just because, I don't know, it doesn't feel gay when he does
Yeah.
it. And you know me, I'm like the least
Yeah,
homophobic
yeah.
person around.
Right.
So just something with massages
Yeah.
that I don't want, because the music is playing, the lights are down,
Yeah.
the candle's lit, and he's like, does this feel good? Does this feel good?
Yeah.
I'd rather have a girl going, does this feel good?
Yeah.
How about this? That's way
You
better.
got a weird
Right.
guy asking you shit then. 'Cause
Yeah, I'll say this. I'm not one for being massaged. I want something to be wrong. Like you said, I prefer like if Edgar like to give a massage, because when I hurt my hand real bad, he helped me do like rehab on that.
Yeah.
He's good at getting knots out, stuff like that. But
So you don't like just going to get a massage for a massage sake?
no, not really. Like
That's not-
what
that's
I
not relaxing to
What
you?
I
Missing
want
out.
is
You're
like
missing out.
really hot water. Like to relax, you know what I mean? Like
What, like
get in the
dumped on
hot
your
tub.
face?
No, like to get in the hot tub, I want like really hot, like almost, you know what I mean?
No.
And to sit there with the jets on my back, that feels really good.
You'd
dude.
have that over a massage?
Yeah.
No.
Really?
You're missing
no way.
out, bro.
No. See,
I mean, I like that too, but
Yeah.
I'd rather get a massage for
Yeah.
sure. I mean, that's like.
but
Would you care if a guy did it then? Like if you did? Get
I
a
mean,
massage?
if the music's like, if he's playing like,
It's always the same stuff. It's always the space
Yeah.
spa music.
see, I don't like the new agey bullshit with like incense burning and like, I would prefer a chick just because,
It's a chick.
right? But then again, like if I'm going for a massage, that means that there's something wrong, like that I need
tougher
worked on.
hands.
Yeah.
See, when I went for when I got engaged, I did like a spa day before I did it, and I
Before you
preferred-
got engaged, you did a spa day?
yeah, because when
You
I
know what
got
that means?
Yeah, good thing
When
you did it
I-
before you
yeah.
got engaged.
When I got the day I got engaged was also our anniversary, so part of the gift was taking her to a spa, and we did like a couples thing.
Yeah.
And at first it was like, oh, we have a guy, and then I saw the dude, and for whatever reason,
What do you
was
look like? What do you look like? Describe him.
Was he
it
hot?
was
Yeah.
no, he was just
He was
like
too good looking. I
No,
couldn't
no,
handle
it
it.
was- it was
I was
like-
afraid I was gonna pop a boner.
No, he's like this big dude, and I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, no, can I get a girl?
Was
And
he
then-
bald with a goatee?
No.
Those were always the ones
Get
that
over
get
here,
me.
No, he just he
Rub my
looked like a
body.
frat boy that just weird,
Yeah.
dude, juiced up, just ready to go to town. I was like, you
Fuck
know what,
yeah.
dude? Can I get a girl? And then they hooked it up. And
Yeah.
So yeah,
So it depends on what the guy looks like for you.
maybe I don't
So
know.
so when you go to get a massage and they're like, okay, we have Felipe or we have Jennifer, you're gonna be like, can I see a picture of Felipe? first? You know how creepy that's gonna sound.
Does Felipe have a supple touch?
No, I've had a couple. I prefer girl.
Yeah.
To be honest, I just prefer a chick.
All right, fair enough.
That's me.
Carly?
It doesn't matter to me. It really doesn't.
Yeah, girls usually doesn't
She's
matter.
like, I prefer a dragon, but if there's no dragon available,
I guess I'll settle for human.
yeah.
Now, when you go for a massage, I know most girls take their top off and usually leave their underwear on. How do you do it?
I've actually never gone to a massage, but I would take my top off as long as you couldn't see anything. If you're laying on a table, I wouldn't care.
Hey, someone dragged the
too
dining
young.
room table in here. Let's turn this podcast up a notch.
Too young to get
You
sore
haven't got
anyways.
a massage?
No, never.
Man, these people are
That's
missing out.
crazy.
Young to get sorted.
I mean,
I just can't fathom that because I can't even countless.
I really don't get
Massage.
much value out of like if I have knots in my back, I want the knots out, and that's what a massage is good for. But other than that, like I don't want.
Oh. Well, I
mean,
usually always
like,
have knots in my back.
I've had massages from girlfriends before, and that's fun, but it's not like I don't get any actually like.
enjoyment out of it.
Yeah, I don't really like.
You're not a man.
Yeah, I guess
You're
not.
not human.
China.
We need to get you a massage. Like that would be
Yeah,
kind of a cool. You know what we
ASAP.
should all do? We should all pitch in like $10 to $15 for like a 30-minute or an hour massage for her, and hook her up with like some dude.
How about this?
And like,
Let's
you can
each
tell us
pitch
about it.
in and get a homeless person to give her a massage.
I don't think they know what they're doing.
They'll figure it out.
Dude, they
man.
can hurt her,
we
man.
can have them watch some YouTube videos or something.
Oh, why don't we go back to Daytona and find those
Yeah,
guys that
yeah.
got fucked up?
That'll be a good idea.
Yeah.
What about you, Aaron?
Either way, actually, I don't have any preference. Depends on the job that they do, really. I've had both. I've had really strong with massages from girls at certain like spas and stuff like that. Edgar's really
Yeah.
good. It's on the job. I agree with Sako. When I'm getting massaged, usually to fix something or to help rub something out.
Yeah, but it's maintenance. It's when you get it. When I get mine, I get mine once a week, and it's not just a la-di-da Swedish massage. It's a deep tissue.
No, that's what I go
Massage.
for. Deep
And for me,
tissue.
like this is not a knock on the girl we had at the gym before Edgar, but remember,
Jessica. Yes.
yeah, I don't want to say anything against her, but she was not like,
stiff.
Yeah.
yeah, she didn't have like the power.
Neither was I. When she was doing. The
She didn't
massage.
get like the. To me, she was just like rubbing my back.
Yeah,
and-
you see, that's the type of massage that's pointless.
Yeah, I don't
That's
get-
the type of massage Dominique likes to get.
I don't.
It's a
I need-
Swedish
yeah,
foo-foo
I need
massage.
a deep.
Yeah,
No,
that's actually going to be beneficial to
Yeah,
you.
Yeah, I like strong ones too.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
All depends. If it's a big jack dude that looks like Crixus, I'm all about it.
Yeah.
As long as he can get in there.
It's like oil and shit.
Again,
like,
though, you have to ask for the picture. That's
Yeah,
sounds
you gotta
so
ask for a
too.
photo. Cause like, can I
Straight
see
with
him
it.
first? Can you walk out real quick?
See, I had
Is
one
that him?
massage that I was so nervous about, and it was just some bald guy that looks like, when I shave my head, I put the matte lotion on so it mattes down the glare.
Yeah.
Looks like he shaves his head and he dumped fucking olive oil on his head.
It's like, so it's like a sheen. Yeah.
he fucking showed up. He's like, hey, free! And he had just a goatee, and it was like sort of
that's
gray.
he was
the
ready to
worst.
He
soak
like
that
he
in
looked
your
like an
ass,
old
dude.
school bear gay guy.
Oh wow.
That's what he looked like with a shaved head.
Yeah, that's
So
scary.
I was just like,
Speaking of which, you guys ever had get grassing done before?
What?
Grassing? You guys ever had a grassing massage?
grassing or grassing?
Grassing.
What
I
is
don't know what that is.
Okay, it's a form of massage. We used to get it from the girl that was a chiropractor in our gym I worked at called Powerhouse. What they do is they take something that's wrong. I had problems with my arm. My arms always getting like kinked up really bad. So they can do it with any muscle, and they put like a cream on, like a Tiger Balm or whatever, and they have these special tools that like they grind on your muscles.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you could feel it, the muscles popping, like the scar tissue breaking down, like
Yeah.
ping, 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 and it actually leaves bruising all around it, but it really loosens everything up. Like it takes stuff and just pop,
Yeah.
pop, 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 pop. It's
Physical
really cool.
therapists do that for. I know that. Who is Tom's friend? Who is it Matt?
Oh
Red
yeah,
hair?
Matt. Yeah, redhead.
Yeah.
Yeah, Matt.
He does that.
It's really cool, really good.
Does he?
Yeah, he did that for Tom. Supposedly, it works really well
It-
with rehab.
It does. It's fucking phenomenal.
What's the tool they use? Is
They have their
just a-
special tools. It literally looks like
It looks like Civil War
wanna
like
say-
medical kit.
it does like
yeah.
pieces of like sterling
I
silver.
want to say
Yeah.
Edgar brought something like that in once, and he started talking about it, but I didn't know if he.
They
even
can do it
called
to
it
any
that or not.
muscle. They literally just put a cream and just like fuck go hard. You can really feel the muscle fibers just popping.
Ooh, I want to do that.
Oh, you should ask him about it. It's really fucking serious. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying.
Yeah.
So speaking about tools and hurting people, what happened yesterday, right?
It was last night. Absolutely.
Yeah, what happened last night? You had a little story to share.
It was the end of the night, and we were just finishing up working out like we always do, and a film crew was there for the whole Trapper Joe thing and whatever. And I'm in the
Well,
back.
you can't just say it. You know, Trapper, they're filming a show on Nat Geo Latin about Trapper Joe. He traps animals.
Yeah, and I guess
So,
it's
yeah.
him on the outside, like grappling or something too. I don't know. It's kind of strange actually. Well, one of their production people come into the gym from the back door, and he's like, "Hey, I don't want to bother you or anything, but there's a guy out here who's beating his girlfriend. He's pushing her on the ground. He's hitting her with a post." And I'm like,
A Facebook post.
Oh, remind me to tell you a story as soon as he's done telling that story.
"No, it's a fence post."
I know.
Actually, that's pretty good. PJ said it first. Though. Anyways, I'm like, holy shit. So I run outside and I yell for Pat to call the police. And I go out there and he's in his yard. She's on the ground, like like literally is just attacking her. I didn't really like see him throwing hands or anything, but I guess he was like just yelling at her at this point.
No, Pat described this kid as really small,
super small,
flat brimmed hat turned sideways.
Now this is the thing where we're talking
What a
about
shock.
like wait for it though. No, he's from no race but a Caucasian, filthy white trash kid.
Yeah.
I run up there like barefoot and all. I'm yelling at this kid, and when I get to the street, he steps out of his yard. So I'm thinking, okay, this kid is in a rage, and now I'm gonna have to Sparta kick him to the concrete and just smash this poor kid.
Sorry.
The kid doesn't get more than 5 feet away from me, and then just drops his hands down to his side, puts his head down. And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? I hit her. I'm sorry. Call the police. Knock me out. Do whatever you got to do. I feel terrible. I did this.
Oh, I thought he was like calling
That's-
Pat. The way Pat described
No,
it,
no. That
he's
was-
like, yeah, I did it. Fucking.
No, Pat instigated because the only person the kid yelled at was Pat. Because Pat was out there just like moving back and forth, staring the kid down. He was really upset. I mean, we're all upset, but like Jasper came out a little bit behind me. I told Jasper to go him and Jen. They picked up the girl, and like I'm like, please take her. Guys, put her in the gym.
So you got the girl that was getting beat, brought her to the gym,
and
then
gym.
you and Pat and Jasper are still out there with the dude.
No, Pat's still in the parking lot, like kind of went off with Dan, and then Jasper's kind of hanging out with me after he got the girl out of there with Jen. Jenny takes her into the thing, and the kid's not. It kind of blew me off my guard because I'm like, okay, this is really the fun part of training. Like,
we get to actually use the training.
You use the training, and I'm gonna get to smash this kid to the fucking ground. And literally, he came up and just put his fucking head down, man, and like, was like, you call the police. I'm like, dude, the police are coming. Yeah, Jasper tried to. He's 19 years old, $130, $125.
Oh, yeah.
The girl was as well, 119. He's like, I know. He kept calling her Ma. I'm sorry, Ma. I didn't mean to do this, Ma. Like really. Oh yeah, you wanted to whatever. He was screaming that she did it to him first, and he had a horrible life. He was brought up really wrong, really like spilling this whole deal.
Yeah.
And it completely took me off a game. The kid didn't put his hands into anything. Yeah. And anyways, police.
Because he knows, but the Pat said that he knew that like you guys we trained in the jungle, and he was like, oh, I know you guys can.
My favorite part was he was begging for us to hit him. He had his head down. He deserved it, and he's like, oh. I mean, you're the guy who knocked out Kimbo, so I mean, come on.
Yeah. Shut the fuck up,
dude!
man.
I swear to God. And I'm
Oh,
just
that
like,
wasn't for real. That wasn't a joke.
That was not a fucking joke, dude.
Oh Christ!
And then like Jasper starts laughing. I start laughing. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Really? And he's like, yeah, man. I mean, come on, just fucking knock me out like that. Like you knocked out Kimbo, right? I mean, man, fuck. And I'm like, damn, I know I'm gaining weight if I look like fucking Seth right now.
That's awesome.
Fuck. And so we kind of laughed about that. I made fun of his hat because it's all the sticker on it, which I can fucking stand.
Yeah, I hate that too.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, your sticker's on. He's like, oh, I'm going to jail. Jasper's like, don't worry about it. You might not go to jail. He's like, I'm on felony probation. I'm like, dude, you're going to fucking jail.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
going to jail. Yeah, the kid was already on probation.
He
That's
probably
what-
wanted to go back to jail.
Oh, he
Like,
did. 19 years old. And he's like, man, please tell her I put all the money in the fucking mailbox. The
Oh
keys
shit! Where's that?
Yeah, that's where you're
Why
like,
did
yeah.
What?
The
Really?
Well, she was right there.
Yeah.
Oh, she wasn't there right there. She was inside. And the keys of the place, a cell phone. I mean, she was going back to Arkansas the next day because of all this.
Arkansas.
So, yeah, it was a fucking
another
ordeal.
shock.
Another
in the story.
shocker.
Huh? Yeah, I hope that does house goes for because I want to live behind the fucking jungle.
Yeah.
After I fucking clean the fuck out. Anyway, so that's what happened. I know a lot of people are like, you should have smashed him. Like, it's kind of hard to smash.
Yeah,
a
when somebody
120
does that, it's already there's no point because you would have been in trouble.
That's
and
what I
gone to
thought
jail.
too. Like, look, I'm running out of a MMA gym.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
and this kid, was completely non-combative.
I mean, if he was still beating her and then he raised it, like as you're going over to break it up, like he tried to come after you, then it's okay to beat the shit out
No,
of somebody like that.
that's what I thought. He was meeting
Yeah,
me
yeah,
on the
yeah.
yard, but no, he left her right there and sitting Jasper and Jenny, and they pulled him out.
He puppy dogged. He
He did. He completely did. I thought he was gonna puff up his chest, put his hands up like fucking Nate Diaz or some shit. Like, but no, he fucking just put his head down.
And then the cops came and I heard they had him in handcuffs. They took him away to
No,
jail.
right immediately. I'm like, he's on felony probation. They're like, turn around. That's it.
Yeah.
Because you violate probation immediately at that point.
Yeah. And even if the girl didn't want to press charges,
Oh, it's out of her
They
hands.
said no. She was marked up. She had some marks on. They automatically picked it up like that. State picked it up.
Yeah, you don't get the choice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now what he said at first. Oh shit,
That is
Hey
his headphones.
Omar, can you plug my headphones back in? I'm sorry, dude. They're just it's loose. It just needs to
Yeah.
be tightened. Sorry. Sucker's toe.
Yeah.
Tremendous
The
toe.
only, I'll tell you this.
Oh.
When I was walking to my car from work
that's
this
good.
weekend, and the only thing that I saw that really pissed me off, there was a car stopped on the street to let a person in, and it was a guy walking a dog, and it was like a little Yorkshire, whatever terrier.
Yorkshire.
Yeah, whatever they're called. They're little fluffy ones.
Gross.
And the guy gets in first, and the dog is still outside the car. And I'm like, why don't you put the fucking dog? So he picks the goddamn dog up by the leash, like the dog, like lifts the dog off the ground by its neck and like pulls it into the car like that.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, and I was like, should I say something to this guy? Or
Yeah.
like,
You didn't?
do it? No, I'm just like, well, I think we
Oh,
should-
fuck.
I was like, that kind of made me mad. I don't think the dog was in that much pain, but it's like,
Was it a collar?
it was a collar.
It was collar.
Yeah, it's
they
fucked
shouldn't
up.
use those
I would've
anyways.
thought-
Harness, it's all right, but if it's the neck, then
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
I thought that I was like, damn, that's all, like animal abuse or something.
Yeah, I would have been like, dude, why don't you get out of the car and pick the dog up normally?
Yeah.
And then if he would have said something, then I would have went and kicked his
That's
face.
where you like you take the fucking dog and use it like a mace. And like, exactly.
That would
Yeah.
suck. That would suck very, very bad. Now, you said, Aaron, going back to your story, that the guy said that the girl's doing it to him.
Yeah, that was one of the first thing first. All right, he went through a couple stages of
And I'm sure it's true. Like I'm sure she was being a fucking scumbag.
she wasn't saying shit. I thought she was foreign 'cause she was like, she really wasn't making sense.
They're probably
She was
both on
shot-
drugs.
she was like-
and
yeah,
shit.
Yeah, I mean that's
if anything,
common.
he was on meth. He was
Yeah.
his eyes were bugging, and he was going through a million different emotions at one time.
Yeah.
The only time he was ever combative is when Pat was just saying random shit to him. But the kid didn't even go near. Like he wouldn't pass me when we were moving her. Like he wouldn't step anywhere close to the gym. He wouldn't do anything but stay right there on the sidewalk. And he's like, I'll just wait here with you guys for the police come get me. So it was fucking, I don't know, man.
That might
But
be the
at
only
what
way for him
point,
to get off
like,
of meth.
He was not a mark on him. There's not a fucking single mark on him.
Yeah. Okay, so say that there was, and the girl was attacking him, and he had to restrain her and physically do stuff to her to stop him.
Rip up a
when
fence post?
when does that?
Yeah.
Okay, no, not that, but
Yeah.
you have to grab her and
Yeah.
throw. Like she keeps coming after you, and you just grabbing her, throw her,
Yeah.
grabbing her, throw her,
Or you
moving
mush
away.
her. You give her the mush.
the mush in the
Yeah.
face. Like, but then she has like maybe bruises on her arms from throwing her away when she's trying to attack you. Is that okay?
No, I mean,
Jenny, get Jenny a microphone.
Yeah,
if
it-
she's gonna keep blurting.
yeah,
in.
exactly. Yeah. Coincidentally,
What does that have to
Is there a
everyone at
microphone
home
to
can't.
reach to her or no?
Yeah, we can't. No one's gonna hear her. It's okay.
I've been in that situation where a girl's been attacking me, and I mean there has to be some level of restraint. You just can't sit there and get your head kicked. That doesn't mean hit her. That
Yeah.
definitely doesn't mean pick up a fucking fence post. But the way it was explained when the guy came and talked to me is like, he just fucking smacked her down, and then he pushed her over, and then took the fence post and hit her when she was on the fucking ground. Like,
I mean,
you don't do that to. I mean, you do that to a homeless person.
I'm sure that like two junkies are always hitting each other. I'm sure that happens all the time.
Yeah, but these are 19-year-old kids, bro.
Yeah, but they're fucking. I mean, I'm sure that they've been fucked up their whole lives.
Yeah. It was still a fucking kid.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
So, but the thing I was trying to get to was like, the women want equal rights with everything, right? Exactly everything.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
But that's something they want. That's going to be different.
No, actually, if a guy calls the police to say that his girlfriend, and this happened to a friend of mine actually, I guess she hit him with a hairbrush.
Yeah.
And she went to jail. Like,
Oh, so it can work the other way.
Oh,
But
yeah.
I think it does work that way, but I don't think that it happens as much as it should.
I mean, if
happen.
she missed-
I think the cops always feel worse for the women than they
Right,
do the
of
male.
course.
I mean, I guess you should. I guess a little bit just because guys are stronger, but
Right. and we're
law
more,
is law.
more
But
aggressive.
I think the times they are changing
Yeah.
a little bit.
yeah,
Well, we tend to be
the girls
more
are more psycho
right.
Yeah,
for sure.
I've only really been hit once.
Yeah. I've been attacked.
No, I mean,
I've been stuck
in a
few
relationship.
times.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I've been punched in
Yeah.
my fucking face.
I
Don't
mean-
you remember
Yeah, dude.
after my one fight when I won't name the person, but everyone probably knows who it is, was drinking, got wasted, and right
Oh,
after
if we're
the
gonna
fight,
talk
she
about
jumped on my
that.
back and was like, "Pwah!" And
Oh, yeah,
I had to judo toss her
Yeah,
off
I
me
do
into the
remember
hotel
that.
room.
I do remember that.
It
Yeah.
wasn't Dominique.
I mean, I've been not playfully punched in the mouth by someone we know when we were drunk.
Yeah.
But that's not the incident I'm talking about. I was actually sleeping, and apparently I was snoring so loud, and she couldn't wake me up that she like hauled back with her hand and fucking slapped me on the back
Oh
as hard
my
as she
God.
could till I woke up. She's like, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with you, but fix it. I can't fucking sleep. You snore so loud.
Holy shit!
And I was like, this is shocking. I guess I'll just go back to sleep. I don't know.
You didn't say anything.
No, I'm like, what? I was kind of just like,
Did it
are you
hurt?
really-
Like, was it stinging?
It woke me up.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I was like, what? And then the yelling was actually more shocking because I was like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't know that I was that loud. But apparently, I do snore quite.
yeah.
I've been punched dead in my face.
Carly, have you
Yeah.
ever been hit?
Twice.
Like when you're sleeping or
No,
something?
like
or?
just up in like
Well,
what's
by
wrong
a
with you?
guy?
Yeah, by a guy.
No,
Jesus.
never by. Oh, actually, I take that back. I was. This guy chased me around when I was a little kid with a.
I'm not talking about when you're in a sandbox.
No, like he kept hitting me in the head till I was on the ground, kept hitting me, and my sister had to tackle him to the ground.
Well, how old was this? How old were you?
Oh god, I was like 5, and he was like 13.
I can't
14.
remember anything past 6, 7.
Yeah.
Okay, so nothing recent, like when you're in high school.
That's pretty
Yeah.
recent for her though.
No, everyone actually almost altercation. The people, no one would hit me because they thought I was going to snap and shoot up the school because I was that quiet kid in the background. Everyone kept telling me that they were scared.
We're talking
scared
more
of me.
about like domestic violence. You know.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. No one would touch me. They were always scared I was going to snap.
So if you came after a guy, would you feel it alright for him to pick you up and toss you?
Yes, I firmly believe that if I was to hit a guy in the face, he would be allowed to hit me back in the face. That's why I do not hit guys.
Yeah, it's pretty good,
Cool.
Carly. Good job.
I guess so.
You're right, girl.
Good job. So let's move along.
Yeah.
Punch me.
So we're not doing Dear Fatso anymore,
Right. We're actually kind of doing a.
but we have a Dear Fatso.
Yes.
Okay,
we're,
sorry. Go
we're
ahead.
doing a creative makeover with all of our segments. Seth still doesn't know what he wants to do yet.
I'll think of something good. The Silverback Smashers
And-
are going away, but I'll think of something good.
And Aaron is
I got a couple
yeah,
ideas.
he's actually it's a complete departure from what he's normally does. Instead of health tips for exercise, he's now doing health tips for food.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, it's a big change.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so for the final Dear Fatso for the foreseeable future, I have a question from someone anonymous, and then
Anonymous.
she, whoever or he, can correct me if I'm wrong, because he or she is present, just to make sure that like I get the question right.
Okay.
Okay, it's a 3-part question.
Oh, 3?
The
Christ.
scenario goes as such. Say you have a friend, be
That's
it
a big jump, but okay.
right, male or female, and you are friends with that person's significant other. Okay, now the first friend cheats on the significant other with someone and you're present for it. Do you A, approach the person, B, what was the other, what was,
If you have a group of friends, and that group of
oh, it's a group of friends.
it's not like one friend. It's like if you have a group of friends.
Can we just give Dom a microphone to ask us
Yeah,
this?
If
now
you have a
you
group
just
of-
blew
if we have
the
a-
anonymity. Like, yeah,
If you have a group of friends,
right.
And the majority of them thinks it's okay to cheat on their significant
and the majority of them thinks it's okay to cheat on their significant others,
Right.
Then does that one person, so let's say it's you, does that make you more likely to think it's okay to cheat?
does that make the one person that doesn't cheat think it is okay
okay
to
to
more likely to cheat?
Right.
Peer pressure is a bitch, and yeah, I mean, it would make that one person feel like it might be okay. That's how I feel.
Yeah. And what was the other two? It was
Then do you separate yourself from those friends?
Absolutely not, because they're your friends in other ways. Just because there's one bad strike against them.
well,
does not
it
make-
doesn't. Does that not make you feel like, well, if they're going to betray that person, what do you think the chances are that they'll betray you in some
Negative.
fashion?
This is the girl thing. This
No,
is- I
that's
think
that's a guy thing and a girl thing. They
Yeah,
wouldn't- guys don't.
I have
do that
never
to other
encouraged
guys.
anybody to cheat on their
Right.
significant other. It's up to them what they want to do. You know
Right.
what
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah. It's not like
Yeah.
people are like, "Hey, you fuck her, fuck. Come on, dude, you have to fuck her.
Yeah.
Do
Fuck
that.
this
Cheat
shit.
on your girl."
Fuck her. Fuck the other.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't do that.
I
It's
don't
just-
see any of my friends ever doing that.
Yeah,
or
I don't-
I don't do that to any of my friends.
Right. I don't.
That's like a girl
personally-
thing.
Like I don't like cheating, and I don't like to be around it, especially because I don't like carrying around that kind of information because I always I don't deal with guilt that well.
Yeah.
So if I'm friends with that person's significant other, I'm like, well, now I'm holding a secret that you know what I mean, that is like detrimental to your well-being, and now I gotta keep it secret because I'm friends with this other person.
Yeah.
Like I don't like carrying that shit around.
That
so.
shit's complicated, man.
That
Yeah.
was,
That was really complicated.
there was a lot of parts to it, but I understand
Yeah.
what you're saying.
Yeah, no, that's
So-
a girl thing.
What came from do birds of a feather flock together? Or what's that saying?
Yeah, birds of a feather flock together or whatever.
Yeah, but those birds don't force the other bird to do it. It's on that one bird that cheats or doesn't cheat. It's up to
But
him.
to me, like if I see it, I would be one to be like, hey, I don't, you know what, like I'm not gonna tell on you, but like you're putting me in a weird position. Like I would be like that. I don't.
Yeah,
you
I see
know,
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, there's angles at all in, but
And no, like if you're being reckless too, then you're possibly putting that other person in harm.
Reckless.
You know.
How is that so?
Like it depending on like the kind of people like that you're hooking up with. You
Oh,
know,
like
that kind of like the,
there's just like random dudes or sluts or
yeah,
whatever.
like just like come on, man, you have a little fucking, especially at our age. Like
Oh,
if
I
you
see. You're putting your significant other in risk.
Right.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
like with disease.
It's like if you haven't got
So if you're gonna cheat, make sure it's a clean person.
right, essentially like. Well, no, for me it's like if you don't have it out of your system yet at our age, then there's something going wrong.
How about you, Carly? How do you feel about it?
Sorry, about cheating in general, or whether the friends are influenced. The
Yeah,
person?
friends and like do your friends cheat on their boyfriends? Do you? I mean, do you-
Yeah.
Except, I mean, every wedding story you tell us is like, this chick banged like 50 dudes.
Yeah, but
five
she-
dudes.
but she was
5
single, though,
days,
right?
4
Yeah,
days.
she was single.
Yeah.
But yeah, nowadays it's becoming more and more popular for even girls to cheat on the guys. It's becoming more acceptable, I guess. In
Is that on like the
culture.
Billboard Top 40? Cheat on your boyfriend?
yeah.
Pretty much. But I think it just stems down to how strongly the person is against cheating. Because I don't think it's completely the friends that will convince someone to cheat.
Yeah, I
Right.
agree. I agree.
So I don't know if they should separate them. But then again, I'm just kind of a little bit sensitive. So even if the guy says like, "Oh, I'm cheating," I'm like, "Oh, not on me," but like on the friends, I'd still think he's an okay guy.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I guess that depends on like if that's their one flaw. I mean, everyone's got that one like thing. But then like to me I'm just like, can't you fix your behavior, you know, or at least work on it?
Yeah.
I mean, if your girlfriend's gross, then just get rid of her. You know what I mean? If that's the problem, or if you like that person better, just break up with the person you're with and be with that person. Because it kind of defeats the purpose of being in a relationship if you're just gonna like be fucking around all the time.
Yeah,
I guess
that's very true.
See,
But I don't think that the friends have any.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah. What was that?
Sorry.
Are you okay? Is our
Aaron's-
podcast boring to you?
Aaron's
It's been a
bored.
long day.
Yeah.
It's been a long day.
So,
Long day.
Carly, what do we got for snooze news?
Oh wait.
Long day fighting crime.
I'm going to. I actually have a new.
Come on, I'm sucking in air in my pussy here.
Oh no! We're gonna do what if first.
Is that what that sound
Oh,
is?
yeah. Oh.
Okay, so
sorry.
the new segment I'm going to do is I'm going to propose a what if, and this week my what if is going to be, what if, this is a choice you have to make. You had to either eliminate your knees or your elbows, and your hands would start at that joint. and how would that change your life? What would change the most?
Easy for me on
My
that
job?
one. I would get rid of my elbows.
Okay, wait. Let's say this: you make that choice for the whole human race. Everybody who is
Oh,
that's
what?
cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So now everybody has that.
Oh, well, then
Yeah.
that's cool. Then definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
Elbows.
You would have the T-Rex
T-Rex
hands?
arms.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. You can still pick up and eat stuff in your mouth, but you need to be mobile. Mobile is more important
Yeah.
than grabbing stuff, I feel.
See, I'd go for the knees.
Because
Go for the knees.
But that's why I'd kick you guys over. That's why you guys would be sucking my dick because you'd be about
See,
that height.
the thing is though, if you
Punching
went
you in the ball.
if you went
Good
knees,
Lord.
everyone could have one of those
like
what do you call those little
Yeah.
scooters you ride around on?
Yeah, but then you get lazy and then you won't be able to work out. You can't work out as much with no shins.
We would
Bullshit like
essentially
monkeys.
be
What about
Swing-
like
swing from
we'd be
trees.
orangutans again.
Yeah, we swing
essentially,
from
yeah.
trees.
Yeah.
what about
that is-
prosthetics?
I didn't
Are
think about
prosthetics
that.
allowed?
Yeah, you know what I mean?
You could wear
gorilla.
roller
Well-
skates and gloves and just scoot like this
On
everywhere.
skateboards, I
Yeah.
have no legs.
I just can't.
Yeah.
I have
Wait a
no
minute,
legs.
wait a minute. Are prosthetics allowed though, or not?
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I would have. To
I can't
rethink
see
that.
myself being way low and not being able to be mobile. Mobile is very important for me. I need to
Yeah.
be able to get out of the way. If somebody throws a Chinese star, I need
Ride
to
a
be able to
car.
move.
I mean, I'd fucking
Did you
flip on
just
my
say-
hands. Come
Yeah.
with
Can't
it.
Yes, a
move your
Chinese
shoulders.
star. I have fear of people throwing Chinese
But
stars.
you'll be as mobile as everybody else.
It happens a lot.
Well, so what?
Because everyone else will have the
But I don't want to be just like everyone else to be. I want everyone to have
T-Rex arms. Yeah.
They won't even be T-Rex. They'd be here, so that I still can reach out and
It'd
slap,
still be T-Rex
bitch slap Carly.
Oh, like in a fucking.
No, but you would you would have to eat out of the. Yeah, I don't know.
That's easy.
Nope.
Look, imagine my hand being right here.
Nope.
Yeah.
Gross.
I could easily do that,
Yeah.
and I could easily reach down and
Yeah.
stimulate
So
myself.
you'd have to do like an otter. Like you'd have to jerk off like an otter.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I
Like
would.
you'd have to like open up food on your chest, you know? Like a, yeah.
I know how otters eat.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I like otters.
So knees, elbows. What would you do?
I think I would go with the knees because
Really?
I like being close to the ground. I could just literally plop down on my butt anytime I wanted to sit down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's appropriate.
I could sit in a wagon. Like there's all kinds of stuff you could do when you don't have knees.
What about you?
I would take knees. Take my knees out. I can
Really?
get stilts just because
What would you two
hygiene
do?
or jeans.
What about springs on your feet?
Knees, can you do stuff with your feet?
Oh, fuck that. You guys are crazy. You
Dude,
two? What about
you
you?
ride vehicles, man.
Yeah, there we go. Jenny's with me.
You get rid of the knees or keep your elbows?
No. What?
I know that was a trick question. I know it was a trick question.
I was like, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Guys, way to fuck up my question. Get rid of the
Yeah.
elbows?
Yeah.
Oh, gross. Break
Yeah.
up.
But then how would you lift?
Yeah.
You could lift easily like
You
that.
know how much? No. What do
You
you,
know how much
squat
we
all
could.
day?
You know how much we could bench press like
You
that?
look like a fucking ostrich.
We literally
Yeah.
have to go down
But you have
Yeah.
to get
6 inches to
up
bench
and
press.
then just pick it all the way up if you want to do bench press.
No, bench press would the bench would be already
Yeah.
there.
No.
Whatever.
Yeah.
God.
It's never gonna happen.
No.
I don't think.
I hope not.
Crazier things could happen.
I mean, if you make a wish and your wish is for the whole world to lose their knees, you're a bad person and a bad wisher.
yeah, true. All right, let's move on to our final segment, shall
It's
we?
like Coos News.
News, news.
Here's news. So
Oh,
enjoy
God.
yourselves.
All right, go.
I'm
Go ahead.
horrified.
Okay, the first one, I found out through the news that they found a new prehistoric fossil. And it has, it looks like long,
Bird.
like, claw-like fingers, kind of look like Edward Scissorhands.
You're the worst at this, Carl.
Yeah.
So I'm used to having it just right there. And
Oh, I
just
bet
lean
you
Yeah,
are.
I
I
bet.
bet you are.
into it. Just lean into it.
Yes.
Ah, see, I got
Shut
her.
up.
I got her doing the fucking pepper shaker.
No, that's the butterfly.
You call it the butterfly?
Whatever. I
Shit,
call it
this
the. I call it the. Don't ever have it happen to me.
Yeah.
Because the shaft isn't that long.
It's like you can't get two hands on it. Fucking.
So prehistoric animal fossil found, and since it has like Edward like Scissorhands hands, they named it after Johnny Depp. It's
Pronounce it for us.
assholes.
Come on.
Kutinichilla Deppi.
Yeah.
Cutinacella Deppy.
Deppi is
Is he
from
Italian?
Johnny Depp, and then cella is actually Latin for scissors or claw-like hands.
But what's the Kutin?
I have no
Kutin.
freaking
Kutinin.
clue.
Quoted
I think that's pretty cool. Johnny Depp is a cool dude. He should have the planet Earth.
Okay.
Should be nicknamed Planet Depp.
Let me propose another what if, and we don't have to spend a whole lot of time on this.
gross.
If they found a prehistoric animal for each one of us, what would it look like, and what would they call it?
That takes some time to think about.
All right.
Okay, like
Yeah.
mine would be some sort of prehistoric mammal with a giant, like, swollen ass cheek, or big colon
Yeah.
looking thing. Like
Yeah.
just like the baboons when they're in heat.
Yeah.
It would look like that.
What would its name be?
Silverback erectinus.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
Mine would be like a prehistoric roly-poly.
What's a rat?
You don't know what a roly-poly is?
No.
You never
This is
played with
all-
roly-polies when you were a kid?
What's a really
It's
pull?
like those little inchworm looking things that roll up into a little ball when you touch them.
Yeah.
Oh,
And it's like a little spiral
You've never
ball.
seen one before? Aaron, you know what a roly-poly
I'll-
is?
I'll-
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
I'll look it up.
Yeah. I was called that in hunting middle school.
Really? Roly-poly?
Yeah.
Okay.
Carly?
I would be probably something with a shell because I'd always go into it with a too big of a tongue, so I'd stutter and like just stammer on all the time.
So you'd have Down syndrome?
So you'd be a giant turtle with a tongue sticking out of it.
Oh God!
Yeah.
Oh God!
That kind of fits my
I
personality.
want the
Yeah,
milk. My fingers smell like poop.
What would I be?
Yeah.
I don't know, like saber-tooth tiger. Of
Yeah.
Some sort, some type of,
There's some sort of ferocious beast.
some
Of
type of
course.
ferocious
Yeah.
You're
beast.
so badass.
I am awesome.
Yeah.
All right, Carly. What's next?
Oh, right.
Like that.
So
Monkey
the
man?
next
Oh,
one's-
is that what that is?
Yeah.
Hang on, let me look
But
at it.
there's also thinner ones, like where it's tinier.
You guys really don't know what a roly-poly is?
He did it.
I didn't know what it was.
Okay. So the next one's about Hungary, and they burnt all of their crops, Monsanto, because apparently it had a lot of GMOs in it, and they actually somehow scammed the FDA into letting us import it, and became 80% of our corn, and so we've been eating like basically
Yeah, anyone in the know about this
pesticide corns.
about
Yeah.
Monsanto knows that it's fucking horrible, and it's a big, huge issue now.
They have so much political power
Yeah.
that actually some states in Europe now are, upon like Hungary, they burnt all their fucking crops because
Good for them.
Right.
they found out that it was Monsanto engineered.
Good.
Yep, that's actually exactly what I was going to go into, is that they burned 1,000 acres because they didn't want spreading the pollination into the other crops, so they can stop it from polluting everything.
Not only that, but I heard when when Monsanto plants on farmers' farms with the seed, like it's illegal. It's some sort of crazy shit, like to do something with the seed, like to
You can't take the
take
seed.
it. You can't
reuse it.
You can't
Right.
reuse it or some
Right.
shit like that. Like it's
They don't
so
mind pollination, but the pollination is going to be natural, but it can't be over 15%. And if they do, they take you to court,
Correct. Yeah.
and they end up getting your farm.
Yeah,
Is what
somebody
they do.
needs to do this world a big favor and Monsanto somehow.
Well, what we need, honestly, we need a bunch of people, including the government, to go away or stop their bullshit.
Well, the article made it seem like Monsanto is kind of on its way out. Like a part of like a company
Oh, they're not
associated
going-
with it already went bankrupt.
They're not going. Monsanto has,
In Europe, maybe.
yeah, but not here. They have They have shit on lockdown here.
Why are we so backwards with so much shit here in America when it comes to like Europe and America? We're so backwards with
Because
shit.
we're conditioned to it.
Makes me so mad that like I want to be so patriotic and proud of a country
It's-
that
it's
I'm
hard
in,
to be.
but it's so fucking hard when it comes to
Right.
shit like that. When it comes to shit like stuff that we believe in,
Yeah.
like the religion. When it comes to like
It's-
political things,
I think we're starting to experience what other countries in Europe have, like Spain especially. Like, you don't want to be associated with when your country is synonymous with
Spit it
the
out,
government. Well, I was looking for the word synonymous.
Gotcha.
When people associate your government with your country,
yeah.
the people are almost always unhappy, and I think that's where we're at now. We're not the government. Like we're a people, not.
Yeah.
you know.
Correct.
Yeah, I think
So.
it's pretty shitty. So-
And I can't. The truth is, I can't go to Canada because it's too cold up there. So I'm fucked. And I'm not going to Mexico. That's for goddamn sure.
Yeah. Hopefully not. What is Monsanto? What type of? Is it an American company?
It's a pharmaceutical company primarily.
American?
No,
Yeah.
aren't they like a produce company?
They are, but that's they do genetic engineering.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
but they're primarily they started out with pharmaceuticals.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they are an American company.
Yeah,
American
I'm not sure, but I think they're responsible for OxyContin.
Dear
I think
God.
it's theirs.
Oh,
That's the
really?
jam.
I think so. Yeah,
Well, they did a good job with that, I
Dude,
guess.
I take that shit. I'm fucked
It
up
does
for
its
2
fucking
days.
job. That's for sure.
it's more OxyContin is more addictive than heroin is.
Yeah.
Yep.
Omar's on it right now.
You know.
Actually, last
he
week I
actually
was.
looks like cotton.
He does.
I do.
He's
I'm all
wearing
white.
Yeah, he's all white.
Fuck.
All right, so just I let you guys know that we're not doing this. Excuse me, I was like burping 3 times. That was weird.
You ate a giant bowl of stuff.
Vagal nervous.
Goulash.
was
That was goulash.
conditioning. I'm not doing a Silverback Smash, but I will. We'll figure it out for next week, and then. Do you want to wrap it up, or should we do a fit tip? Are
Fit
we
tip.
over?
No,
are we
no,
over-
fit tip.
All
We're
right.
good. We have like 4 more minutes.
Okay, let's do a fit tip with Aaron, and then I'll figure out my Silverback thing.
Okay.
Next week.
A lot of people ask me how to get bigger. Should they max out all the time? How often or how less should they max out? Volume of training. So, guys, if before you start a new program, which you should always string up your program every 6 to 8 weeks, anyways. It's always good. I always kind of like to once a week, maybe twice a week for something different. Check see where my maxes are at. Like today, I did 255 for my own clean, just matching an old PR. It's just a way you like to see. You can check status. Some girls when they do fucking Jenny Craig or whatever, they measure. This is a good way for guys to pretty much check where they're at muscular wise and see if they're improving. If the program they just did for 8 weeks is having any effect on their speed or their ability to lift heavier weight or explosion. So I always suggest doing it before and right after any major exercise changes in your plan.
Mm-hmm.
So, and everybody should at least once. It's a really good way to see where you're at in life. So when it comes to your training.
I missed the whole tip. What was the main point?
Yes.
To max?
To max.
Okay,
should,
max,
You should
okay.
max out.
I don't know if we were talking about measuring or maxing.
No. Measuring is a good thing too, but a lot of people look at measuring as a different way because you could do stuff to blow up your arms, blow up your legs, or blow up your chest.
Now, when you measure, do you measure from the base or behind the balls?
Yeah.
What's the proper measurement?
You
Well,
wanna
you
marry
can
the
always
base?
add 2 inches because supposedly there's at least that much inside, right?
Yeah, it
but,
feels
but,
kinda weird.
But getting that in the inside to come out is the trick.
We just got to pull it really hard.
I do. I've been tugging. You know how back in the day they tied weights and let it stay.
Yeah.
Like at night when I'm just sitting watching TV for 30 minutes, I'll take the tip of it and literally
Yeah.
just pull until it hurts and just keep it
Yeah.
there for a good 20
You're
minutes.
fucking real.
I swear.
Yeah, some people try
I swear to
to.
God.
Some
But
people
won't
treat it
it make it more thin?
uncircumcise themselves that way.
Huh?
Want to make it more thin instead of
Whatever. I want it long so it pokes the
Like,
belly
what,
button.
it's like
Got it.
taffy at one point. It's just like a
It'll still
fucking
fill up
ribbon.
the same girth no matter what, but I just want it to lengthen out.
but
But
say-
I see your
Yeah.
your
You know, like,
thought of that though. But I
Have to
don't
pump
think so.
more blood in there.
We should all
Like,
So
measure
maybe-
on here.
I think
one
I
day.
have to. I think
Yeah.
I have to take the sides then at that point.
That includes you, Carly.
Yeah.
I
We
think
need to verify
We
that.
should all just measure one.
if
day.
you get me 5 minutes to get a really fucking rocking hard on,
I think we should have both, like
So-
soft and hard.
Omar, I know you're worried, but when I pull it straight, you think it's gonna thin it out. But what I'll do this for like a month, and then I'll take the sides and I'll just pull out
it.
the
Got it.
sides,
Got it.
like plump it.
like I'm doing this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why don't you just get the the pump?
This will be my penis.
Yeah, the
No.
pump would probably,
Yeah, the pump only pumps up with only full your blood, and it
Yeah.
can only get the max of what your penis is capable of holding blood.
Yeah, but it does.
This
stretch
is
out a
actually
bit.
stretching the fibers out.
Fibers.
Got
That's
it.
awesome.
just like roll it up into a pin and just like, yeah,
Grassed it a little bit.
yeah,
So, all right, well, it was a good podcast, guys.
yeah. I think that's that.
Carly, welcome to the couch.
Yeah,
Quite comfy over here.
Yeah. What does it smell like?
Don't come back.
I don't know. I'm holding my breath. So
Because the dogs lay on this couch when we're not here. This is the dog's couch. The dog's $3,000 couch.
yeah,
You fucking for real? You paid? Oh
It was
my
like
God.
$20. It was like $2,300.
yeah. Jesus. But you've gotten a lot of years out of it, so
Yeah, yeah.
It's great.
Been,
Still
been
looks
through
good.
like 3 or
You
4
got-
houses.
yeah, you got a couch, a chair, an ottoman, and a fucking in your photo albums from your marriage, and a bunch of fart noises
And mirror,
toys,
and a
yeah.
mirror, and a great mirror.
and a great mirror. Yeah.
Yep. So until next time, listen to us, like us, share us, and I guess that's it, right, guys?
Yep. That's it.
All right. Smile later.
I threw your shit